Hi students, welcome to online class. So today we are going to discuss about chapter 6 control structures. So last class we discussed about for, while, and then we have completed all the loops. So now in this class we are going to discuss about nested loop structure. So what is mean by nested loop? A loop placed within another loop is called nested loop. So in the 11th standard itself you might have studied nested loops. So the same concept here we are going to discuss. So one particular loop will be placed within another loop. So here in Python there are two loops available. What are they? One is while and another one is for. So now how to construct the nested loop? We can construct while within another while, for within another for, or for within while and while within for. So these are the ways we can construct the loop. Either while will be inside the while, or for will be inside the for will be within the while, or while will be within the for. Right. Straight away we can go for a program and then I will give you the explanation regarding the nested loop. Whenever we discuss about the nested loop, we want to know about the outer loop and the inner loop. So what is mean by outer loop and what is mean by inner loop? You can see the example program, then you can understand it clearly. So here we are going to print the numbers from 1 to 6 in a right angle triangle pattern. So first of all, for this we want to create a program. So we take I is equal to 1. So now I value is 1. Then we are going for a loop. So here while loop. So this particular thing is called outer loop. So because it is the first loop, so the first loop is called as a outer loop. So while I less than or equal to 6. So condition is checked here. Substitute instead of I, you can substitute 1. So 1 less than or equal to 6, condition is true. So whenever the condition is true, it gets into the statement. But inside the while, there is no body, there is no statement. Instead of that, there is another one loop called for loop. So this is called inner loop. So while is the outer loop and then for is the inner loop. So whenever the outer loop condition is true, it gets inside the inner loop. So now for j in range, now you can see the inner loop control variable and the outer loop control variable is different. So you should keep it in your mind. The outer loop control variable and inner loop control variable should not be same. So for j in range 1, I plus 1. So first of all, what is the initial value? 1. What is the end value? Stop value is I plus 1. So why I have given I plus 1? So I value is already 1. If I give I alone, then the condition will be false. So I should take I plus 1 because stop value is always reduced by minus 1. So automatically here I plus 1 means it becomes 2. So it starts from 1, it ends at 2. So now what will happen? We can see in the textual manner, the control variable I is initialized to 1. Then outer loop condition is checked. That is 1 less than or equal to 6. Condition is checked. The condition becomes true. So it enters into the inner loop. So what is the inner loop? The inner loop is for loop. So it generates the sequence and initial value is 1. The stop value should be 1. Stop value is 1. Why I have given us 1 means because n value we have given I plus 1. I plus 1 means 2. But 2 minus 1, so it automatically stops up to 1. So now only one time the body of the loop is executed. Only one time the body of the for loop is executed. So we are printing number 1. See here in the program. So we are printing J. And then we are using the escape sequence /T. Right? Right. Now you see here. So number 1 is printed. Then the inner loop becomes false. So whenever the inner loop becomes false, it goes to the outer loop. So first outer loop condition is true. It gets inside the inner loop, and then inner loop is working. When the inner loop becomes false, it goes to the outer loop. So when it goes to the outer loop, /n escape sequence is printed. Then the outer loop control variable is incremented. Then when the outer loop control variable is incremented means I plus equal to 1. So already I value is 1. I plus equal to 1 means I becomes 2. So now again the outer loop condition is checked. 2 less than or equal to 6. Again the condition becomes true. Whenever the outer loop condition is true, it enters into the inner loop. So the inner loop is for loop. So it generates the sequence from initial value 1 and stop value 2. So already number 1 is printed in the first line. Now second time the inner loop is executed. So now it starts with 1 and stops up to 2. So now what will happen? Body of the for loop is printed with number 1 and 2. So now again the inner loop becomes false. So whenever the inner loop becomes false, it goes to the outer loop. So it goes to the outer loop. Again when it goes to the outer loop, /n escape sequence is printed and the outer loop control variable is incremented. Now I value is incremented with 2 plus 1, it becomes 3. So the outer loop condition is checked. So 3 less than or equal to 6. So again condition becomes true. Outer loop condition becomes true. And then it enters into the inner loop. So what is the inner loop? The inner loop is the for loop. So it generates the sequence with initial value 1 and stop value 3. So already we printed 1 and 2. Now we are going to print 1, 2, 3. So now the body of the for loop is printed with 1, 2, 3. Now the inner loop becomes false. So again it goes to the outer loop. Before it goes to the outer loop, /n escape sequence is printed. And then the outer loop control variable is incremented. Now again the outer loop condition is checked. Now I value is incremented. 3 plus 1, it becomes 4. So when it checks the condition 4 less than or equal to 6, again the condition becomes true. So again it enters into the inner loop. So now when it enters into the inner loop is the for loop. So again starts with the initial value 1 and stops up to 4. So now 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 numbers will be printed using the body of the for loop. So already we printed 1, 2, 3. So now we are printing 1, 2, 3, 4. Again inner loop becomes false. It goes to the outer loop. Before going to the outer loop, /n escape sequence is printed. Printed means it is executed, and then the outer loop control variable is incremented. 4 plus 1, it becomes 5. Again the outer loop condition is checked. 5 less than or equal to 6. So the condition becomes true. So whenever the condition becomes true, what happens? It enters into the inner loop. So the inner loop is the for loop. So it generates the sequence with the initial value 1 and stop value 5. So now the body of the for loop will be executed. The numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5 will be printed. So again the inner loop becomes false. Again it goes to the outer loop. So before going to the outer loop, /n escape sequence is printed, and then the outer loop control variable is incremented. So now when it is incremented, 5 plus 1, it becomes 6. So the outer loop condition is checked, and then the condition becomes true, and then it enters into the inner loop. So again the inner loop is the for loop. It generates the sequence from 1 to 6. So initial value is 1 and stop value as 6. So now the body of the for loop is printed, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. These 6 numbers will be printed on the screen. Now the inner loop becomes false. So it goes to the outer loop. When it goes to the outer loop, /n sequence, and then the outer loop is incremented. At the same time, 6 plus 1, it becomes 7. So when the outer loop condition is checked, 7 less than or equal to 6. So the condition becomes false. So whenever the outer loop condition becomes false, it comes out of the program. It comes out of the while. So when it comes out of the while, so there is no other statement in the program. So it does not get inside the inner loop. So whenever the outer loop is false, it comes out of the loop. So simply it's like a break statement. It is used to terminate the loop. Whenever the condition becomes false, there is no else part is here. So the values are printed 1, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the nested loop program. See students, in your book there is some mistake in the third line. For j in range 1, I plus 1. In your book they are given only I, but you should change it as I plus 1. So all of you kindly note it on your note. So this you want to change in your book. Right. I think I have explained you about the nested loop structure. So now we can see in a practical manner. So for that we want to go to Python. So start all programs, Python 3.7 ideally. Then interactive mode programming will be shown. So now you press Ctrl plus N for new window, that is script mode programming, new file. So we want to type the coding. So I is equal to 1, then while I less than or equal to 6, then for j in range, we should not use both control variables in the same manner. For j in range 1, I plus 1, then print statement j, end is equal to /t. So after that we want to go for another print statement. So just we are going to print end is equal to /n. Then we want to increase the outer loop variable, outer control variable I plus equal to 1. So now you want to save the program, Control plus S. So we want to select the folder, then so nested loop, press enter key. Then when I press F5, you can see 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I want to print only up to 5, just you change it here in the while condition, while I less than or equal to 5. After saving, again if I run the program, I can see 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think you might have understood this program. So let's we end the class. So up to this we have completed the nested loop structures. Thank you, students.